Hello guys, what's going on? It's me, Nico, and once again I'm here to bring you guys another weekly update. Today I have weekly update number 87 for you guys, and this week has been pretty much a somewhat mellow week as far as building, as far as actually ordering actual items for the collection or reviews and stuff like that. That's been more busy. So, this week I'm starting off a little bit differently. As you guys can probably tell, my update is coming in late once again. My updates have been coming in late for the past couple of weeks just because, I've been severely busy on the weekends. But I know that I am not going to be always entirely busy on the weekends, so I'm not exactly making the full transition over into like putting the Old Republic updates on Sundays and then putting these on Mondays or Tuesdays or whatever. So these are going to stay on Sunday, Old Republic updates are going to stay on Saturday, and pretty much all the video info, it's just going to stay the same. So, this weekly update, you guys may notice, I'm starting off in my room for a couple of reasons, though. I'm starting off here today. One is because, alright, it's almost 11 o'clock and I'm not allowed to go into the garage past a certain time just because I might forget to lock the door or something, because I got a lot of stuff on my mind, and I'll admit that. So, I'm not going to go in the garage, mainly because, one, not allowed to at this point in time, and I'm not going to delay the video another day, and two, mainly because I don't have actual much building wise to show you, but I still have a lot to talk about for some of the mocks in there, but like I said, nothing building wise, so I have nothing really visual that needs to be seen in there. So I'm just gonna give you guys all the basic info in this section of it, and then I'm gonna go out there and show you guys on my computer what some of the orders I've made. What are some of the orders I've made so far? So let's get started here, guys. So as usual, Geonosis, nothing new. I said to you guys I more than likely will not get to that project until some point later on in the year, or at least maybe in mid-November. I did say October, but obviously it's October already, midway there, and I'm still not done with several mocks and stuff like that, gathering parts for the Bricks by the Bay mocks, and I'm mainly emphasizing more on the Bricks by the Bay mocks, or the Bricks by the Bay mocks, both of them now, because of several reasons, and I'll give you guys those reasons in a moment. But yeah, so nothing new with Geonosis. The new mock tips segment will be aired off tomorrow. I was planning to do it earlier in the day today. However, I went on Skype, and neither of the two guys that I wanted to be in the video or co-host the segment with me were not on Skype. And those two people are Commander Blight and James Universe, and neither of them were on. So, I didn't want to have to wait, so I'm just going to delay the mock tips video another day. But, hopefully I'll be able to get on that tomorrow and get to doing that video before I do some of the homework assignments. Now, updates on the FCMs. The FCMs take a little bit more precedence than the Geonosis mock, mainly because the FCMs are more sorted out with what I want from them, and they require a lot less bricks than the upcoming Geonosis mock does, so that's why that takes precedence. But yeah, so the prison mock. Alright guys, I've done quite a few rearranging of bricklink orders, and my supply order for the parts I need to start off that mock have been pushed back, mainly because that order that contains the parts I need to do that mock, the prison mock, is pretty expensive. And actually there are a couple of orders. It's not just that huge order for parts, it's also order for the prison torsos to make the prisoners, and also the clones for that mock. I'm not going to be buying Minifigs for You or Fluffy Dog Customs. I'm going to buy from Republic Customs for this mock, and he needs to also make those shock troopers as well. So that's another reason why I'm waiting on the prison mock. As for Umbara, however, Umbara, that's a completely different story. You might not see Umbara till November/December, or, you know, I might decide to do Geonosis and Umbara around the same time period. So, you know, that's one possibility that's going to go into the little old iTouch here, filled with options. So yeah, more than likely you might not see the prison mock till later on this month, or earlier next month. And then as far as Umbara goes, you may not see that until late November to early to mid-December. But I can guarantee you guys both of those mocks will hopefully be done before 2012. And I'm more or less anticipating that the Umbara mock needs to be done. I'll tell you why I need that mock probably to be done later on in the update. So, yeah. But in other news, 49ers, I know we lost horribly this weekend. We were on a good winning streak for a while, and then we just got halted by the Giants. We just did not play hard enough. And to make things worse, we have a short week this week. But long story short, you know, I don't want to talk about it too much. Hopefully we rebound this week. We're playing the Seahawks. This is the first division game for us. So of course we want to have a big win. Not only that, but we need this win. Okay guys, our division is tight. Really, really tight. I think it's like the tightest in the NFL right now in my opinion. You know, we're tied with the Seahawks and the Cardinals with 4-2. And then St. Louis is behind all of us with 3-3, just one game behind us. So we're like packed in. So, you know, our division is like really fighting it out right now, which is really surprising because several years ago we had the crappiest division in the league, to say the least. So this is like the first year, coming out of the first 6 weeks, I've seen a fight from all of our division competitors. So yeah, big game on Thursday. You know, if you're a Niners supporter, you know, praise you, and let's hope that we win. So, off that topic here, next thing, I told you guys about the bricklink order for the prison mock, and I told you guys that that will be coming up later on in the month. Now, as for the Droid Army video and the setup is almost done. I just gotta get a couple more base plates and, you know, start laying down some of the ships and stuff, and then that'll be done. But also, you know, once those base plates come out, they're going to be used for the prison FCM as well as the Umbara FCM. So those are what the base plates are going to go into right after the Droid Army video is done. And I'm also debating whether or not I'm going to do the Clone Army video as well. You know, I'm just debating whether or not I'm just going to stick it with, you know, having all my clones set up like that, and then like having all the just the major ships and keep all the smaller ones in here. I'm debating still how I'm going to present that, but I'm hoping that I can get that overall Clone Army video done once the Droid Army video is done. And like I said guys, the Droid Army video is getting a little bit pushed back because I have a lot of droids possibly coming in from 27 Lego Kid, and that reminds me I still need to go and talk to him on Skype about purchasing those and making a clearance on my my payroll list, if you will, as to things I need to get. I'm going to have to clear space for that whole Droid Army purchase. So that's it with that. And as for the Bricks by the Bay mock, nothing has changed since the last week. You guys saw the big tree bricklink order that came in, the tree limb pieces bricklink order that came in, and you know, along with that, I was doing a little bit of work on some of the pathways, but pretty much all of the pieces that are needed to finish the trees are there. The next bricklink order I'm going to make is going to include some parts like these. Mostly it's going to include a lot of these to finish up the pathway. And then that last bricklink order containing the parts for the prison mock are also going to contain parts to finish off the pyramid snot detail. And then by that time, like acquiring the parts for all the mocks should be done, or for not all the mocks, for that mock in particular should be done. Then I'll be able to focus more on gathering parts for the other Bricks by the Bay mock, which is the Rishi Zombie Canyon Escape. And you know, I only have like a couple Bricklink orders ready for that, and they're all in those two containers. You know, but I plan to get those, get a Bricklink order in for that as soon as I finish getting the Bricklink orders in for the Yavin Mock. I'm only emphasizing on the Yavin Mock because there has been kind of a change in my plans a little bit. I went online yesterday, or not yesterday, but a couple days ago, and I got the times for the brick conventions for 2013. Cascade has been moved up. It's not in June like last year. It's been moved up to March. I think it was the 7th through the 10th. And from today, I marked it as 143 days. I think I could be wrong on this, but when I marked it this morning, 143 days or 142 days, depending from today. Same thing here, 298 to 296 days left for Bricks by the Bay. And since Con just passed like 2 weeks ago, it's barely like 354 days until BrickCon 2013. I mainly have these up on the main calendar here because I've decided that since my team members are pretty much older than me and they're all 18 and they can drive, you know, I'm debating whether or not, you know, if they have the expenses and resources to, you know, join me on this venture to the outskirts of like all the West Coast Bricks conventions. So I'm debating on going to all of these next year. And if I do go to all of these, each one will include like some individual separate mocks. So as you guys know, Rishi and Yavin are going to take an appearance at Bricks by the Bay. For Bricks Cascade, since it's closer and I think I can hold Umbara for that long, I think I might just bring Umbara and Bricks by the Bay and the Yavin Mock, since the Yavin Mock might be finished if we end up hustling. Again, this is all debate though. You know, we're not going to exactly know until maybe mid-December when winter break comes, if we all can meet up and start actually building harder. And just working harder to finish up all the convention mocks. And then we'll decide like if there's enough money in the budget to make it to all these conventions. If not, I guarantee you I will be at least hitting Bricks by the Bay 2013. But that's the info on all of the West Coast conventions, and that's all the basic info on the Bricks by the Bay mocks and stuff. Oh, forgot one last thing. I just received the Republic Customs order that I purchased several weeks ago. Even though I took a long time from even though it took a long time for the figures to get here, there's still figures that are worth it. I still need to review these figures. I have not gotten a new tripod, so I cannot do reviews on figures or the set reviews. That's why those are delayed. But once I get the new tripod, I'll review these figures. 2 of the figures are on the site, Republic Customs website. 1 is not, but all these figures, I'm still going to review them anyway, because mainly that's my job as the promoter, one of the promoters of the site. So that's what I'm going to take care of for that. And last but not least, clones. If I did not say this earlier, clones for the convention mocks will be purchased last, if anything else. That's like the last Bricklink order I'll place before any of the conventions. So clones for Yavin, clones for Rishi, clones for Umbara, you know, that'll come later. So that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to take you guys to the computer where I have some really cool stuff to show you guys. Alright guys, on second thought, I realized that, you know, we have a really loud echo in the house, and I kind of speak loudly, you know, so I can't entirely whisper into the camera. I sound like I'm speaking in a horror movie. So I've decided to stick in here and just give you guys all the basic fundamentals of what's been going on this week, you know, purchase-wise. So I gave you guys all the basic info on what would be going on, or what I'd be describing for the mocks and stuff in the garage. Now I'm going to give you guys info on like some of the new orders and stuff. So basically, alright, in stuff outside of Legos, I missed the new Star Wars episode this weekend. I just was out and about around the time of the episode airing, so I'm going to have to go online and get caught up with that. So it's unfortunate I can't really give you guys an opinion on this update on how I thought the episode was, because I haven't watched the episode, so I can't tell you guys. New things, guys. My Flickr account just hit 15,000 views. I think I told you guys that 2 weeks ago or in the last weekly update. But I finally hit 15,000 views, and hopefully I can get to 20,000. And I've also created a mock pages account. I did mention that last week, however I did not have any photos up on there last week. I'm slowly uploading photos of my more better recent mocks, and then posting them on mock pages. So, you know, I'll have that link for you guys. I was supposed to show you guys that right now, but unfortunately, due to the fact that I have a really loud echo in my house, I can't really show you guys that. But yeah, I actually have some footage on the mock pages page right now. I'll have that link for you guys in the description. Next thing here, vlogs. I'm going to try to get one up tonight, right after I'm done doing this weekly update. And the vlogs, I'm still going to keep them doing weekly. Or not doing them weekly, I'm still going to keep them doing I'm still going to keep doing them daily. Yeah, guys, I'm just a little bit scrambled today with the videos. So next thing here, my minifigs for you order, guys. I did not expect to make a minifigs for you order so soon, but I just had to, just because, okay, David released a new product. I've never been one to just drop an expected order for a particular product. However, I knew this product would sell out fast. For those of you guys who don't know and don't follow David's Flickr page, and then if you guys follow me, then I'm going to tell you guys right now, David has a new product released. It's a 501st Trooper. As you guys remember, David released a 212 Trooper several months ago. Now he's releasing a 501st Trooper. And he only made a limited number of those, I think around 6. Basically, he did the same thing as he did with Commander Bly. So, you know, I managed to get one. However, I do not know if David's making this as a product test run. More than likely he is. I think he will reload and restock the 501st Troopers as soon as he can, once he has enough of those for mass production. Either way, I'm still going to review that once that custom arrives. And I was able to get the last exclusive promotional Darth Maul that he has sold on his website, so that's a plus. But that was not the original minifigs for you order I planned to make. I was anticipating a weapons order, just because I do not have every CAC weapon from the new line, and now I have to wait, just because that order that I just placed for the 2 customs just cost me 42 bucks. That, you know, I could have used to pay for the second Bricklink order, or the overall weapons minifigs for you order. Sorry for that pause there, guys. But yeah, so that's it with that. As far as ordering from any other sites, I have not decided to order from anything other than Minifigs for You or Republic Customs, my usual dealers. However, I'm, you know, still considering Alt Bricks for another mock at some point. And as usual, this week, okay, if you guys watched my OR update, I got the Republic Starfighter, and hopefully this week I plan to go out and get the Sith Interceptor for the Old Republic update, but I got a set this week. Now, I can't say the same for Marvel sets. You know, I'm probably not going to do any more purchasing with the Marvel sets because I only need 2 Avengers. And, you know, it's kind of pointless to buy a set just for 1 figure. I have a better chance on Bricklink. So, no Marvel sets for now. And same thing with figures. I've not been able to go out and, you know, I've just not had the drive to collect the series figures like before. And the Galactic Civil War prizes, I'm cracking down on the contest prizes now just because the mock contest closes in a month. And I plan to get all my contest prizes as soon as I can, just so I can start judging and, you know, get all that stuff ready for that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Nothing new aside from all the things I've listed. If I left anything out, I'll put that in the description. So yeah, I hope this update was very informative, and you know, it should have been, because this is probably about a 25-minute long update, if I'm right. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me on this update, and hopefully next week will be just as informative and just as busy. So please rate, comment, and sub, and I'll see you guys in the next update.